Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled, When is a Person an Onain? In memory of Mr. Issacson. The question comes up all the time. The 7 relatives, of course. Each one is an Onain when a person passes away from death until burial. The question is the following. Let's say you have one person, one child who's really running the show. And the other relatives, the sister, the other children, the younger children, are not that involved in the preparation process. The older one, the Bechor, he's the one arranging with the funeral home, with the Chevra Kadisha. He's organizing everything. He's organizing the Shiva. He's the Macha in the family. And the others are not so involved. Or someone is involved, but right now he has a break for a little bit and he has nothing to do. So how much do we say that the status of an Onain, where he's exempt from the mitzvah, and as we learned in the other shir, in the previous shir, not only is he exempt, he's prohibited in the mitzvah. And how much do we say that it's dependent on his actual involvement in the preparation for the funeral? And how much do we say that? No, we assume from death till burial, he's a relative, he's not involved in the mitzvah. So the fact is, the minhag, the practice is, even though from different sources, it's not that simple, that a person really is an onain from death till burial. Not simple at all, but the practical halacha, the practice is that that's what we usually assume. We don't look at each person. Right now you're involved in the burial process. You're calling up people about the funeral. You're hanging up signs about the funeral. You're arranging with the Chevra Kadisha. No, we don't look at each moment what the person's doing. The assumption usually is that from the death till the burial, the person is an onain. Where the question comes up, which is not simple at all, and it's not necessarily the practice. Person's in another country, and this certainly happens very often with seniors, where a person in the 80s, 90s hears that a relative dies, they cannot fly across the world, and they're going to be across the world. He's going to be in America, and the death of the relative is in Israel. So they have no involvement whatsoever. That's already a question Mitzvah Hashem will analyze in a future shiur. Shalom.